Good morning, people. Good morning, party people. Hope you are having a good start to the morning. I am. I'm feeling good. Yesterday was bizarre. And, okay, I have a few things to catch y'all up on. One, over the weekend, I had the worst migraine of my life. Hopefully the last. It started on a Friday afternoon and really ramped up that evening and carried through the whole night, the whole rest of Saturday. I actually almost threw up and blacked out and passed out because of the pain, I guess, on Saturday, and then it slowly started fading on Sunday. And then, I could feel a dull headache sort of all throughout yesterday, which was Monday, and there's still a tension there, but it's nowhere near as bad. But yeah, and I'm chalking it up to I've just been feeling a lot of feelings. I was talking to Greg last night before bed, and I was kind of like doing my little like verbal diarrhea. Like, these are all the things I've been thinking about today, and like my takeaways from the day of what I've learned about life and myself. And he's like, all this today? I'm like, yeah, but this is only like 20% of what I felt today. And he's like, yeah, maybe you should just like tone it down for a bit, you know? And I'm like, you obviously, that's not a Lana thing to do. We don't tone it down. But, oh God. Anyway, I am trying to be gentle with myself. And, I hadn't really worked out last week because I was also experiencing just full body aches, like at all my joints and like in my bones, which I think was also an emotional thing. So anyway, I hadn't worked out last week, and this morning, I thought I'd give myself a gentle return to movement, and through a yoga practice. And I haven't done yoga in a little while. I normally gravitate towards it on like a rest day because I don't typically feel like I get a really intense workout. And I also like sort of more high intensity cardiovascular training. And again, I don't really feel like I get that too much from yoga. Anyway, my spine was kind of hurting. I felt really stiff overall because I hadn't worked out last week, so I hadn't been stretching really much. So this was good. And, but man, no, I'm so grateful that I did that because it was such a lovely start to the day. And with all the things that I've been reading, The Body Keeps the Score book, I've started The Myth of Normal by Gabor Mate and his son Daniel, and the podcast I'm listening to, and a lot of what I'm taking in is about the mind-body connection. And yoga is one of those tools that you can put in your toolkit to help work on that through the breath and the movement and setting intentions and letting, the thoughts come up as you go throughout your practice and pass and accept them and let them pass. And at the end of the practice that I did this morning, there was a little bit of a meditation, and I was able to incorporate some mantra work that I've been working on, like mantra and breath work, of kind of just like validating my inner child, like simple phrases, like, and everyone will be different about what means most to them, but for me lately it's been, I see how hard you're working, or no, not working, I see how hard you're trying. I see you, literally just, I see you. I'm here, you're safe with me. I'm still working on the just, I love you. Sometimes that can be kind of hard. This morning was sort of, you can feel your feelings, it's okay. It's okay, you can feel your feelings. And I had a little bit of a cry. It was like a nice gentle cry though, like it wasn't forced. It was just, yes, I'm acknowledging that there's a lot going on, and it's okay, I've got me. And anyway, I just wanted to share this moment, one, to remind myself of like, yeah, yoga's great, man. I need to do it more often. and not look at it as, oh, that's like for when I'm resting and being kind of lazy, but I still want to move. It's like, no, I think I probably should build it into my routine and more intentionally, because it's a mind-body workout. And so anyway, I don't know, maybe it'll be some mornings I do yoga and then some evenings I do a higher intensity workout, or maybe I'll flip it, or maybe I'll try and do yoga on the weekends, or I don't know, we'll see. But I want to do it more often, and I'll go on YouTube, or during the pandemic I found a bunch of accounts that were doing free classes on Instagram through like they would be individual fitness and yoga instructors, creators, who would sort of have a spotlight on a brand's channel, so like Women's Health, for example. And there's this really great yoga instructor. I really like how she brings in the mindfulness throughout the entire practice. Like, she's telling, encouraging you to notice certain sensations in your body, but also brings in sort of, I don't know, a positive intention for the class, which I really like. I think her name's Allison Thorne, but I might be getting that wrong. But she's done a lot of classes with Women's Health, so you could probably find her on their Instagram channel or account. So I've saved like a ton of those videos, but I want to see if I can find some more. Yoga by Adriene or Yoga with Adriene, that's another good one on YouTube, but I find them too, not easy, but almost too gentle. I don't know. I feel like Allison has a good mix of feeling like you're getting energy. Like, I get too bored, which I know that should just be a challenge to work through that. But I like to have a little bit more of the quicker yoga flows and like a little bit more energetic, and then mixed in with maybe a softer starting and close to the practice. Yeah. So anyway, that was a little too in detail, but I went down a little rabbit hole. But yeah, check it out. Maybe one day I'll actually go to a yoga studio, but I find with workouts and stuff, the more I can just take the power to my own hands and do it on demand at will, the better, because it makes it that much more accessible, and then I'm more consistent with my movement. But yeah, anyway, and it's a beautiful day. There's like a little bit of dew on everything. Yesterday was really cloudy and foggy on my drive, but the sun is shining through softly through the clouds. Yeah, it's really lovely. Yeah, today I'm doing a planning day with my team at work. I'll have a call with a friend likely in the evening, and I think I'm going to go for a run after work. So I'm looking forward to it. Oh, and I got animal crackers over the weekend. And Teddy Grahams. As a kid, I was always so envious of the kids who got Teddy Grahams packed in their lunches, and I always packed my own lunches from, I don't know, since I started going to school, so kindergarten. But we would never buy Teddy Grahams because, I don't know, we just didn't buy a ton of like the snacky snacks. And so I was always jealous, but now I'm an adult and I can buy myself Teddy Grahams and animal crackers, which also we never bought, but I feel like it's just such a nice little cute symbol of childhood. And they're the animal crackers that, like, they are all shaped like animals. And sometimes you can get the biscuits that are sort of like the baby crackers, but they're not shaped like anything fun. But this is like, yeah, they're cute little animals, which I really appreciate. So yeah, I just wanted to share that little win with you. As much as I rag on myself for not being the best at self-nurture and self-care and, yeah, being kind to myself, I have gotten pretty good at exercising the muscle of leaning into my childhood like play and nurturing my inner child. So yeah, I guess I can't get too caught up on, oh, I have so much more work to do and this area, and yes, I do, but I must acknowledge the work that I'm already doing, and I hope you can do that too. It's generally never all bad. You just might have to look a little deeper and be a little bit kinder with yourself. What are you overlooking that you are doing already that is good and healthy and positive and something to be proud of for yourself? Yeah. By the time this goes out, it'll be too late to give your actual feedback on this, but I was talking to a friend about my birthday party, and I was like, I saw, like, kind of got a bit of inspiration from a reel on Instagram, and I'm like, I kind of want to ask everybody to basically deliver a eulogy for me at my birthday party. Not like a formal thing, but to basically just share with me, I don't know, what they would say if I passed. And the idea behind it for me is that, I don't know, we often don't share what really matters until it's too late. And I mean, I think I know how my friends feel about me, but I like to be surrounded by the people I love and try to surround myself with positive reflections and intentions, and I think that could really help with that. So to sort of help celebrate me, and I feel like that's not necessarily in a super overt way. It's just like, if you were writing a really deep, meaningful birthday card, what would you say? Because I'm the kind of person that if I write someone a card, I'm not just saying like, hey, Merry Christmas, hey, happy birthday, something generic. I'm generally like, dear so-and-so, you're a kind, generous, thoughtful person. And on today, I want to wish you a happy birthday and I hope that you take time to celebrate all that you've called. Like, I don't know, I try and like give a compliment and something I admire about them and what I think makes them special, and then a intention for them on how I hope they can either give themselves some more grace or I don't know, gently like encourage them to work on something, not in like a you should really get more organized, or I don't know, but it's like if I know someone's an avid people pleaser, or they give too, I don't know, that's subjective, but too much to others and maybe don't put themselves as a priority, I would put like an intention of like, you know, I hope that you can continue to prioritize yourself and take care of yourself and blah 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 in the next year, like something like that. So anyway, I feel like I'd like to have that reflected back. So let me know your thoughts if you think that's too morbid, or I don't know, if anyone else has done similar things for their birthdays and what's been meaningful to them. I'm always open to ideas. So yes, with that, I bid y'all farewell. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one.